Hi everyone, my name is Ashlie, Ashlie, and please don't forget to subscribe to me.
Please don't forget.
So today I did a little something different. I had my little 13-year-old brother pick out my makeup. A little scary because you don't know what he's looking for, but everything is separated, luckily, in drawers. So I would open a drawer and just say, pick one. Whatever looks good, sounds good, just pick one. So, without further ado, get comfortable and let's get right into it. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to prime my face. He picked out the NYX Professional Makeup Marshmallow Primer. So we're going to use 2 squirts of that on the face. I pump it on the back of my hand. And it really does, it smells so sweet. It's like rubbing liquid marshmallow all over your face. Oh, I love that smell.
Doesn't ever get old. Love it.
While that is drying, I'm going to prime my eyelids. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Eyeshadow Primer. The e.l.f. primer is super affordable. You can't go wrong, and it's actually been lasting me months. So I would highly suggest that you go to a Dollar General. I think they even sell this in the Dollar Tree. And you can just go pick up one. Your eyeshadow will last on your eyelid for at least 8 hours without any issues. Because I use it all the time. And all day, my shadow doesn't budge. They have 2. They have a white colored one and one that is more of a beige in color, but both of them, when they dry, they're translucent, so it really doesn't matter. Eyeshadow palette that he chose today, I am assuming for the looks of the outside, is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice. And it actually smells so good. Here's what it looks like. Okay, so the first color I'm going to jump in, this light pink. I'm going to go all over the lids with that one. And from what I remember, this palette does have a little bit of fallout, so that is one of the reasons I chose to do my eyes first. And whether I do natural looks or looks with color, I always got in the habit of doing eyes first, just in case the shadows do have fallout. I don't want that on top of my foundation. It's just a lot easier to clean up when you do your eyes first. And I like to use a very light type color to set the eyelids after the eyeshadow primer. So it's a lot easier to blend out the eyeshadows. Next, I'm going to go in with this nice orangey color. And I just want to mainly focus this in the crease. Most of the pigment I want on the outer V. And then bring some in. Outer V. Bring some in. This is just so nice. It has nice pigment. This palette is very easy to build up. I actually used it a couple times because I do like the color story and it has purple in it, so of course I like it. Do the same thing on the other side. I am pretty excited because next Friday my best friend is getting married. So I am going to be doing her makeup and the Maid of Honor's makeup. I already did a trial run on her and it seemed to be a success. So I got hired for the job and she said I was able to do her makeup for her lucky day. So it is an honor. I can't wait. I work with her and her fiance. It's going to be a little different today. I'm actually going to darken it with this purple because I like to experiment with colors. I'm just going to darken it mainly down here with most of the pigment, just in the outer corner Most people call it the outer V. Sometimes blending colors, you can either make it look good or make it look like mud. So I guess we're gonna find out today. And there is a couple shimmers. The first shimmer I would like to try is not the one I'm pointing at, is this one up here. It's kind of like a purple, orangey, copper. It depends what lighting it's in that it changes its color. I'm gonna put that all over the lid. See what I mean? It has a little bit of fallout, but we're gonna go under there and we're going to clean it up. That's pretty. Now I'm going to go in with a topper. I want to see how this gold looks. I'm just going to lightly tap it. I just want it to be a topper, so I want it to show all of the shimmer. I'm just going to use a makeup wipe real quick. Just sharpen the edges. For foundation, he chose Physicians Formula Butter Believe It. It is a nice creamy foundation. It can either be medium or full coverage if you build it up. It is incredibly creamy in texture. It melts into the skin, leaving a natural, radiant, glowing complexion, which is good, especially if you have dry skin, because it'll leave it nice, hydrated, and dewy. Do 2 pumps on the back of my hands. I'm going to go in with just a beauty blender and start all over the face. Usually start with like half of my face, just keep blending it in. Now it looks a little light and a little crazy right now, but that's okay. Everything, if you just trust the process, we're getting there. It'll melt right into the skin. We'll add the bronzer, the concealer, everything pulls together. This foundation smells just like coconut, so it reminds me of like tanning lotions, just vacation in general. And I would say 1 layer for today is enough. Blend it down my neck, a little bit on my ears. Okay, today for concealer, we have the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot. I'm gonna put a little here and here. Start blending it right in. I'm just gonna add a little bit more concealer to my blemishes, and that's it. Going to, while that is drying down just a little bit, just comb these suckers right up. Just like the feathered eyebrow look. Just makes them look a little bit fuller. That's my personal preference for me. I'm going to take the same beauty blender and just lightly tap that out. This gives me a little bit more coverage over my red blemishes so they don't fully peek through. For setting powder, I have the Pretty Vulgar in 147 Mad About It. I'm going to dip my beauty blender right in just to get a little bit and pounce it right under my eye just to set it so it doesn't settle in the fine lines and wrinkles that are under my eyes. Do the same thing right on the other side. Little brother is a little camera shy, so I told him he could just come up here, pick out all my makeup, and I'll do a video on it. I told him he didn't have to be in the video. I would excuse him. I'm not that mean. Bronzer. Our older brother, his name is Greg, so that's why I think he chose this from the Balm. Take Home the Bronze in the shade Greg. It says Greg on both sides. And it is a nice color, so that's what I'm going to use. Just lightly tap it up here and bring it down. Gotta rough up my hair so I ensure it gets in my hairline. I take the beauty blender and just make sure they're all blended out, no harsh lines. For blush, it is also from the Balm. And it kind of looks like a license plate. It says Girl Powder. Here's what it looks like. I'm just going to mix these 2 pinks together. And just lightly tap it on top of that. Wow, she pigmented. Oh man. Use the rest on this side and try to blend that out a little better. I should know better than to just glop it right on. Again, with the Beauty Blender, just making sure everything is blended out nicely into the face. Helps it melt into your skin to make it look more natural. For highlighter, I have from Galactic in Moonlight Skin Glow. Has two sides, a gold and a pink. Use a smaller headed brush, and I'm just gonna mix them to pretty lightly and just tap it on the outsides of my face. Tap on my nose, a little bit on the forehead. It is very, very shiny. I like it a lot. I'm going to use the same highlighter to put it on the insides of the eyes and under my brow bone. Powder type finish. It's very creamy to the touch, but the more you rub it in the skin, it's more turning to powder. Going to go in real quick with eyeliner from Milani Stay Put Eyeliner 01 After Dark. It is one of the nice liners if you put it into your waterline. It's the longest one that have stayed in my eyes. I'm going to go back into the palette just to put a little bit of color under the lower lash line. I'm just going to go in with this orange right here, and it'll smudge out the rest of that black if anything from the eyeliner got underneath. I'm going with the first brush that I used, just with the light pink, and make sure both sides are nice and smoked out fully. For mascara, of course, Too Faced Better Than Sex. Shook my head when he read it. He's like, this is it, this is it. Okay, it's just mascara. And it is good mascara, if you know what I mean. And a little bit of this mascara goes a really long way. Shimmy it from the roots up. Okay, there's that. And then for lipstick, because it looked like a bullet, I got the MAC lipstick in 508 Hug Me. Kind of looks like a nice nude natural color, thank God. So if he picked up some hot pink, I'd be having to wear that, and I'd be like, ooh. Love their lipsticks. They smell amazing and they feel just like butter. They're so shiny, just nice and hydrating on the lips. Then I'm going to use the Milani Fruit Fetish Make It Last in Kiwi Watermelon. This is one of my favorite sprays. And that is today's look. Thank you, Kenton. That is his name. That is who picked out this face. And I think he didn't do that bad. He did pretty good for a 13-year-old, even though he had a little help. It's like, pick something out of this drawer. Pick something. He really couldn't. I mean, I only keep the things I like. I review a lot, and most of the time, if I don't like it, I will declutter it, whether it's giving it away, throwing it out if I feel it's not good at all. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye.